Welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Sandy Neal.
Once again, we have heaps of news and pictures for you this week in the Oban Times, in paper and online. Remember, we're always happy to hear your stories and see your photos. So get in touch with us by calling 01631 568 000, emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk, or by messaging us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. Sandy, what have you got for us?
Well, thank you very much, Kathy. Well, plans to build 15 apartments and a restaurant at the site of a former Oban hotel have been given the go-ahead by Argyll and Bute Council. Meanwhile, Highland Council's chief executive has apologised for the indefensible failure of the Corran ferry service across Loch Linney at a packed meeting in Strontian Village Hall. We have the latest on the council's emergency plans for local residents and businesses. A proposal to ban fishing in swathes of Scottish seas should be scrapped and started again, Tiree Community Council heard to a roomful of applause. Plans to let councils double council tax paid on second homes are included in a new Scottish Government consultation. We interviewed the new Minister for Migration, Highlands and Islands MSP Emma Roddick, on how to tackle depopulation and the rural housing shortage. Well, on that subject, plans have been unveiled for 16 houses on Islay, and lots has been happening in Holyrood. What does it all mean for you, though? The First Minister has promised 6 new major ferries by 2026, delayed the start of the controversial deposit return scheme, and scrapped a ban on alcohol advertising, as he sets out his government's plans for the next 3 years. You can read all about it in this week's paper and online at www.obantimes.co.uk alongside our other stories. Kathy, what have you been up to?
Well, thanks for that, Sandy. No More Pylon campaigners in Dalmally have set up a £20,000 crowdfunding appeal to take on energy giant Scottish and Southern Electricity Networks. That's SSEN to you and me. Campaigners are likening themselves to David, getting ready to battle Goliath as they prepare to challenge SSEN and hold the power company to account at a local public inquiry that's coming up in June. And that's going to be heard by a reporter appointed by the Scottish ministers. So SSEN want to put up a lot more pylons in the area, and people in the area, especially these campaigners, are saying no. So let's wait and see what happens there. It's a highly charged issue. Mull Community Council have sent Royal Mail bosses a deadline imploring them to deliver a dependable post service. This is the 3rd year in a row that the island's community councillors have written to post and courier service chiefs to flag up concerns, including a high turnover of pressured staff, delivery delays, and posties resorting to using their own cars because work vehicles are inoperable. Testing times for Royal Mail does not excuse the poor service on the island or highly valued and respected posties getting no support from their local managers, says this letter that's 10 pages long, and it's been sent from the Community Council to Royal Mail's Chief Executive Officer Simon Thompson. Let's see what the reply is. And we've got some cracking photos for you from Oban High School Pipe Band. They've been in New York taking part in the Tartan Day Parade. I think there was more than 3,000 people on that parade. So what an experience for them all. And for any budding Bob McIntyres out there, if you're practising up on Morven Hill, please think before you swing. Staff at Eda Glynn Care Home have put out an appeal for people to take extra care after wayward golf balls have been landing in the home grounds. One even cracked a window. Luckily, no one was hurt, but please be sensible out there and let's keep everyone safe. Well, that's it from us this week. Oh, and we've also got a fine roundup of sports for you to read, so you can read all about that in the Oban Times and online. Don't forget you can read all these stories and more at www.obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a newspaper in the shops and garages. And if you have a story, get in touch. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk or message us on one of our social media platforms. For now though, thank you for listening, and it's goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.